we will use for today in terms of material is an eraser. You'll need a pencil, a piece of paper, and optional if you are not comfortable with drawing, a tracer. So let's begin. Okay, so first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to draw a circle. Okay, I'm just going to lightly use my pencil, go around, make several circles. We're sketching the head. Okay, going around and around, and then what we'll do is we will make a line going down. Okay, line going down. Then what we'll do is we'll make sort of like a triangle over here. Then the neck, you can just put two curved lines, and then also another curved line. For the shoulders, just additional curved lines. Okay. And then what you're going to do is you are going to start with the hair. Okay. So my hair is pretty more so short right now. Usually I keep it pretty long. You might want to use a mirror, okay, for this. If you have a photo, that works even more in your favor. So when you're working with hair is tricky. Why? Because there's many thin lines that all connect to the top over here. And your scalp, it rotates depending on the pattern. If you look on top of your scalp, if it swirls in a left or right formation. The easiest way to go about it is to look at someone's head on the top and then follow that line of the hair. But the easiest way to do this is just looking at a photo reference or a mirror. Okay? So just by my hair, my pattern, I'm going to make a very, very simple version. Okay? Using pretty much thin triangles and curved lines to form. Okay? You can make triangles like this, like that, okay? Or you can just use curved lines, kind of like how I'm doing right now. And then once I have that, once the hair is done, okay? Now, instead of making like a giant circle, what I'm going to do is I'm going to arch and kind of like make like a little dent, like a M, the letter M on top. Okay. Why? Because that's exactly where that rotation of the hair stems off from, right? Okay, and then now what I'll do is I'll go for the ears. Okay, ears. See, it's a little uneven, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my eraser that I have just in an emergency and then make sure it's straight across. Okay. Now for the eyes, okay. What I like to do is I like to make sure the eyes is at the same level of where the ears are. That way I'm not confused, right? So how to draw eyes? Well, it's the seed shape. Okay? So like a seed, right? Got it? Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to pretend that there's another seed in the middle. Why? Because it gives me the perfect opportunity to make sure that when I go back and erase it, that it's leveled, right? So I'm going to erase the middle eye. So then that way I make sure my eyes are spaced out properly and it's not too far apart. Okay. So also what I start doing is drawing the mouth. Okay. The lips. All right. Once I do that, I just draw the pupil. Okay. Eyebrows. What you can do for that is make like curved lines like that, but above the eye, because eyebrows are wavy and they don't follow a straight vertical pattern. Okay? So just go ahead, do that. And then, because my shape of my head is not completely a triangle, I'm going to round it. Okay? These are some other details you can do, but you don't have to for like the cheeks. Okay? It's not required. I recommend you do it. Okay? For the nose, go back and erase those lines that you made that interfere because they were only used for the measurements. Once you do that, you should be left with something like this. Okay? And then what you'll do is you'll start adding those wavy line patterns that Vincent van Gogh used, okay, for his post-impressionistic kind of style. We're following those squiggly lines that he used in his self-portrait. Okay. Then just going on, making the lines darker as I'm working. Add squiggly lines. Vincent van Gogh is a master of this. Okay. Then kind of just connecting it to the top, right? Hair. You don't have to do this part for connecting the hair. I recommend it though, because it makes it look a little bit nicer. You just keep going along. And then after that comes the swirly lines. So like just design swirly lines all across. Nothing too crazy, okay? Alright. Now if you want, you could personalize your drawing. So if you love anime or like a certain character or like a cat and you're done with your art now, you can add it in the background, okay? Yeah, or just add like headphones if you like listening to music or something like that. Now, for The eyes, if you want to take a step further and make a good eye, I'm going to turn my paper over. Okay. This is also another example I have that I drew. Okay. Over here, you'll notice I didn't add the beauty mark, which I'm going to do right now before I show you the eye.